Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for more EU4, The Rising Sun. I'm your Leo Scalvin. And today, I've noticed that our gold mine's actually under control for nobility. Which I'm not actually all that happy about. I'm gonna revoke it from them, which is gonna piss them the hell right off, but, yeah. I'm okay with that. Fuck! Wasn't supposed to go to the clergy. Nobility. Yeah, they're happy over that now. They're very unhappy about our low legitimacy, though. Anyway, what does giving it to the merchant guilds do again? I forget. And is it helpful? Like, what is the bonus? I've already forgotten. Is it produce more goods, or is it just trade power? If it's produce more goods, I mean, you know, or wouldn't I? Speaking of, we are going to slowly work to improve this here, as our production value is excellent. Trade estate does reduce development cost as well. This is true. Although development cost isn't particularly big on my mind. It's not something I'm particularly worried about. I don't think I need to be worried about it too much. We got points. Hello, Thude. Just wait up for another set of Diplo points here. That's actually going to take a while, isn't it? It's... Right, I'm in the early Chinese tech group, so I do not have particularly many points. I did not activate early client states, that is correct. I may, however, go through a warring states period at some point. That is very possible. It'd be a shame if I were to, but we'll see what we can get done. Alright. Yes, if your production is more than 10, the gold mine has a risk of collapsing and sucking after that. But it's safe to go up to 10, so there's no reason not to. Sweet, sweet gold. Luckily, I did off the bat roll inflation reduction advisor. That's concerning that that's going up. Even though I have an inflation reduction advisor, that's going up. I need to conquer more land so this gold mine isn't so massive. That's a weird reason to need more land, but sure, we'll go with it. Any reason is a good reason. Alright. So, if I can maintain naval superiority in the Seto Inland Sea... No, I'd have to, well, I guess I could patrol back and forth here. If I maintain control of this region, keyword if, then that keeps their army stuck here, on this one island. Very useful. Yen is pretty worthless, it's historical. This is true. This is true. Although you may be afraid that's racist, that's pretty true. The yen is not particularly worth all that much money. Alright, we'll get a couple more cav in here. We can have up to 16 force limit currently, so I see no reason not to worried. Does the manpower also increase depending on how much the trade good is made? Is there an inflation policy? There is, but it's highly inefficient and not even remotely worth using. Although that might just be my personal opinion on it. 0.05 for 1 admin point a month. That means, let's just do the math together. 0.05 per admin point. Now, let's have a look over here. This reduces inflation by 2 for 75. Simple. Okay. So, 0.05 times 25 is 1. 0.05 times 2. Oh, no. Yeah. 20, sorry. Is it 20? Yeah. It'd be times 20. So 40 admin points for the same amount. I mean, I guess. I guess. It is kinda, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's just the long-term thing that throws me off, but I suppose. But, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Because at that point, I'm not sure if it's actually worth it in cash, because it goes down over time, and I mean, I guess I should probably consider it. It's tough. It's a tough call on that. We'll see. Anyway, our ancestors are watching. Glory to the ancestors. I don't know about you, but I'd like a little extra legitimacy. I don't know, get much of it, so there we are. An extra 20 legitimacy makes our rule more legitimate. So yeah, it might be worth it, but I'm not sure if it is actually economically worth it. Just to save you on admin points, I suppose, if you really need to get it down. Anyway, so you have 12k. I mean, it's enough. Let's see. 8 and 7. I have enough that I could match them. Match the both of them. I have enough to match the both of them. If I'm willing to go with the offensive policy as well, I have enough to match. Alright, stability's maxed out. Good. Alright, so 8 and 5 would be the logical thing to run. No, wait, right. 10 and 6, 9 and 7? 9 and 7, yeah. Okay. 9 and 7 it will be. We'll run 9 and 7. Which does not divide at all equally, but oh well. I guess we'll just run 10 and 6 then. That divides up equally, so we have 5 and 3 on both flanks. And thus, we should be able to run a multi-fronted war, in theory. In theory. Alright. It's definitely worth a thought. Didn't I tell you to, like, patrol, by the way? Oh. I should do that after your route's already programmed in. Been a while since I actually bothered to use the patrol function, but, you know. There's no forts over here. So it'll be easy to occupy half their country right off the bat. And depending on how much naval control we actually end up with, I don't know. We will see, I suppose. We will see. Running 7, good. Alright. So, one more war elephant. And in a few months, we will have our last infantry and be ready for war. Multi-front war, because that went so well for Japan last time. Well, to be fair, I mean, it's not like I'm going on revolt. High taxes, cultural and religious differences. Izumo. Ignore them. They are not of my concern. The Izumo separatists, I'm not worried about. Alright. Good. So we're up to 16. Split in half. Half will be led on that side. Half will be led here. Alright, and I'm going to actually call in Emishi as a co-belligerent. We talked about this before, but they're only allied to each other. So, because, you know, the Japanese are pretty xenophobic, and there's no way anyone would ally with them on the mainland. For some reason. So it works out in our favor. So, we'll call them in as co-belligerencies. Perfect. Open war? Oh. So they took the bait. I guess. I'm not really sure if it was bait or not, but I was wondering if they're going to send out their navy to try and beat me. Anyway, looks good for the moment. Wait, how are you retreating? That's actually ideal. Yes, do that. Retreat. Their armies just switched sides, didn't they? No, don't try and cross the river or anything. Or ocean, I guess. Don't cross things. Work on capturing as much as possible. Oh well, we bounced him even all the way back. Did that work out in our favor? I mean, I guess it might. Hard to say. You get into port and start repairing. But I do know one thing. All of their forces are now on this side. And, ooh, careful, mouse. That is probably favorable for us. Unfortunately, they're running around. I guess it doesn't really matter. At this point, I mean, we have the Emishi taken care of. Like, we've beaten the Emishi. It's only a formality at this point. Emishi port is on that one, yeah? Okay, good. Good, give him the blockade and help him out. Yep. A slow but simple fight. Okay, they're going to go there. That's actually okay. We have a huge lead up here on the Emishi region. Well, not huge, but a lead. Emishi apparently still very high in participation. Odd. Make sure to retake this half of the country here. And then go prevent them from doing anything up there. Good. 35%. I mean, it's actually not the end of the world for us if we lose Yamato, I suppose. It's not actually the end of the world. Kind of sucks, but I can live with it. I'll see about trying to avoid it. Alright. So the enemy's capital has now fallen. Okay, and I'm just going to trust they'll win there. Perfect. Let's finish by knocking the Emishi out of the war entirely. Which we can do at this point. Yeah. Yamato didn't last particularly long, but it's not the end of us. It's far from it. Quickly try and get there. And at this point, the Emishi have been all but eliminated, which is more or less what we needed. So, now you're actually the one with the siege, although you should go. Ooh. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Alright. You're our combat general, so do your best there. Unfortunately, despite everything... Coming to aid, yeah. Withdraw to Setsu. We still lack naval superiority. Still. Obviously not an ideal situation to be in, but we do our best. They're heading north. They're coming around. If I'd leave just a single infantry here, it'll hold the siege. That's all we need, really. Hold the siege. We'll put it on hold. I recall. The war exhaustion's starting to crank up, though. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah. I'm hoping soon. I'm annoyed that the Amishi still have soldiers in the boats. It's one of those, how much debt are you taking on right now moments? So I'd really like my capital back, thank you. Oh, good. So we can just completely knock the Amishi out here. Yeah. The Amishi will become ours. Which actually leaves Amishi separatists to fight there. That's ideal. Pretty much the best we could ask for. Because that weakens their army significantly. Well, not really. It actually reinforced their morale a bit, but... And that does throw us to negative 44. Kind of concerning. But sooner or later, Yamato will fall. It has to. Yeah. Unfortunately, the AI is a lot more lucky with sieges than I am. Oh well. And they let us cross, for some reason. Like, there's actually not going to be many people left here. Come on now. How many coin flips in a row can I possibly lose? You know what? Don't answer that. There we go. 541 days. Took it sweet time. Izumo's revolting. Annoying, but not life-threatening or anything. Donate them. They have nowhere to flee, so we win. And suddenly, the tide has turned. Actually, yeah, you'll need to occupy that. These guys have to have a job to do. You guys should reinforce first, though. Let's try and keep the rebels contained for the moment. In addition to this, do that. And you know what else wouldn't hurt? Probably some autonomy. Because otherwise I'm going to have a massive revolt on my hands out here. Even, like, internally, it's kind of iffy right now. Alright. Go for it. I believe in you guys. Warriors do not read books. Most specific. Alright. Apparently they're heading somewhere, which I don't know why, but... Harima. That's odd. Alright, well... A long and hefty war for us, but... We did walk away with most of Japan united under our banner. You know what? Gotta say that's a win. Alright, so we got most of this area readied. You know what? We got time. It's not like they can go anywhere now. So, let's try and rebuild here. Get ourselves ready to fight. Yeah, take him down. Okay, good. Alright, in addition, these regions will all be given autonomy. Because Christ, do they need it. Before I start having a revolt on my hands. The Gogoru. There. And suddenly the Nikoku are realizing that they're in trouble. It's a little, too little too late, I'm afraid, on that. Too little too late. Too little too late. No, without question, I can totally invade Korea here. Should be geographical, is it? Or is it economic? Yeah. Right now this is sitting at 59. I have a feeling that if I have Shizuken, I can make it there without issue. Colonial range is 40. However, when is the next colonial range increase if that turns out to not be the case? Technology. 26. Well, hopefully it'll be good enough. I'm thinking that we can. I think. Yeah, sure, I love a good story. War exhaustion, still horrifyingly high. We're doing our best, though. We do our best. I'd kind of warn about that. A lot of revolt risk in these provinces. And we have to hold on against them for quite a few more months, I'm afraid. So, suppress hard. There we are. That's, for the next 83 months, we're kind of hefty in war exhaustion. Core. I'm waiting. Once we get 149, I generally go top to bottom in cost. I don't know why, it's just a habit of mine. I have no idea if it actually makes any real difference. Foreign contacts, naval enthusiasm. Yeah, I think our manpower reserves do need to recover. 90%. What are our manpower? Oh, yeah, that'll be easy. Won't take long at all. Good. It's all Japanese and Shinto? No. It is all Japanese and animist, however. We are not Shinto. Shintoism does not roll around until 600 AD, maybe? I know Buddhism rolls around 400. A drought in Mutsu. Oh dear. Mutsu caught fire. Burned to the ground. Finances report. Yes, we will repay the loan. I have a looming disaster, apparently. Civil war. Is that so? Most unfortunate. It's too expensive. Most unfortunate. I'm actually unsure how I even got this. Surely I'd have to be, like, below a certain quantity of overextension. I guess not. Legitimacy only is probably the factor there. And something else, maybe war exhaustion. But yeah, as long as we have overextension, that's going to start ticking up. Wavering loyalty of the clergy. Less than ideal. Great advisor has died in our employ. Okay. There, a new one, as we do. 88. Hello, Dolphin Dane. Good. War exhaustion still on its way down. Yamishi, actually, pretty well held. Not bad. Things are on the up. Minus the whole Civil War thing, but that's fine. Everything's fine with that. Everything is fine. We have to keep an eye out for a useful little theologian. I guess I could ask the clergy for one. Would not be bad to have, but I really kind of like yearly inflation guy here. With the whole gold mine thing, it helps a lot. As it turns out, this is like most of my money. Yes. Unfortunately, this Kai actually produces like most of my money. Where is it here? Yeah. Production and gold here. 2.95 of 1.8. So yeah, it's like a solid third of my money, or a quarter of my money. Maybe just a solid quarter of my money is produced in one province. Not ideal, and have to work on it. Oh yeah, Emishi is actually a separate culture to Japanese, isn't it? It is. I forgot about that. Is that political? E. Japanese Emishi is actually a part of the Japanese culture group and is a separate culture. Also, hey, we discovered the Ainu. Glad to see them. Yeah, the inflation, that's the problem. That's why I'm slightly concerned. But everything should be fine. The rebels have been handled. Pretty much. It's all just going to go away. 12 months until it's all going away. Less than. Sickness of Emperor. Nobility. Okay, good. And soon, Kai will be an excellent place. I need to improve something else. We improve manpower in Kai? Produce awa. Now consider part of our patrimony. Good. So we no longer have a ticking, looming civil war on our hands. Although it's still going to be there unless we can manage to get our legitimacy up. Which we're trying to do. It's not easy though. And even the rebels are down now. Good. No more issues from them. So, the unity of Japan is all but assured. But, unfortunately, it's time for us to bring today's episode to an end. Next up, we're going to fabricate some claims, invade the Nikoku, and we'll cross the channel to Silla even, possibly. Probably go for the Ainu first, and unite the Northern Island as well. Very good. Very good. I'm not sure if I want to do money here. Extra tax or extra manpower. Time, garrison growth. I like how I mess over that. It doesn't actually tell me what it gives. Because I can't buy it. Or does it just not give anything? It doesn't give anything, I forget. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.